Back to Business, the show that highlights entrepreneurs from the Highland and White Lake areas. Back to Business is sponsored by the Highland White Lake Business Association. I'm Kaylee Marantette. With me today is Jan Cicluna, the Director of Marketing and Sales at Enriched Life Home Care Services. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Tell me about your company and the services that you provide.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to be here this morning, and it's a privilege. And we are first and foremost, we are a care center company, and we give compassion and care to our families and to their loved ones. We give support and allow individuals to stay and remain in their home and receive personal care. And above that, we also have services that we give to our families. We give them support, education, and give them information that will allow them to know how to take care of their individuals, their loved ones, and help them to maintain the ability to stay in the home. We'll give them resources and information perhaps they're not aware of, such as maybe if they've been a veteran, we will help them, assist them to get their benefits, or help them to assist them to find out what other services that are available through other organizations that would be of benefit to them.
Oh, okay. So are you a for-profit or non-profit business?
We have two sides to our business. Mm-hmm. We do a lot for the community that we give back, and that would be nonprofit when we go in and we do educational topics, or we go in and we have different ways of giving events and entertainment. So that's our nonprofit side of the business. But when we go in and take care of our clients into their home and give them personal care, then that would be our business part of the business, you know.
Okay. What was your motivation to start your own business?
We saw the need. There's a gap from when an individual has received care into the hospital, and then when they're released, either elderly or disabled or whatever they have been treated for, we saw the need when they come home that they need care. And so through our expertise and all of our years of experience, we can go in to bring these individuals comes into their homes, and we're able to provide them the care that they need.
All right. So are there things that you've learned along the way that you wish you had known in the beginning?
Well, it's a very, the business is very rewarding in so many aspects. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that we were aware of a lot of things, but I don't think we even had the whole magnitude how much there was a need for this type of care.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So why do you think there's such a growing need for non-medical home assistance?
Well, the baby boomer population, and there is such a need that it's known that people do better by staying in their own homes. And the people are wanting to be able to stay into their homes and receive the personal care that they would normally receive in another type of facility.
Okay. What do you think is the best part about being in the Highland White Lake area?
Well, I think the people, the community, they're just so great. And they have received us so wonderfully. And we enjoy when we go to the different facilities and we play some of our games. We play silly bingo, we have charades we play, we have spelling bees. One of my most personal favorites is we do an auction. And then we play with Monopoly money, and boy, you get some high bidders. Believe me, that popcorn can go for $500, you know. And so when we go into these places, and most of it is the senior community, they receive us so well. And it gives us as much joy, and maybe even more than it even gives them, to see how they enjoy that.
Yeah. So we hear that you've been really active in the Highland and surrounding areas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So community is hosting a variety of events such as Silly Bingo.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about these events and how seniors can participate in them?
Well, our Silly Bingo is our little game that we made up. And we do not play with money. We play with words. Well, we use the word bingo, but underneath the B-I-N-G-O, we have words that we've made up that relates to life. Mm-hmm. And then we have silly little gifts that we give them. We have cute little gift bags we give them in. And actually sometimes they like the bag as much or more than they do their little gift that they get in that. And then what makes it so silly is the fact that even after, if they bingo, they have to sing a song. And they just love it. And you take the people that maybe don't have any other activities or other outlets, if you will, you know, they totally enjoy it. And it's fun. It's silly.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a funny story of something that happened at one of your events?
Well, I don't know if it's really considered real funny, but one of the things that outstands in my mind, we talked to this lady, and she'd been trying for months, maybe a year even, to try to get her mother to go to one of the senior community activity centers. And her mother was absolutely, no, I don't want to go, I'm not going to go. And so this particular day, for whatever reason, she told her that there was a company, which was us, was going to be providing music that day and dancing. And so we do have different people. We have an accordion player at times. At times we have karaoke. We have a one-man band. So we have different types of music that we go in, and that we donate our time and these people's talent. So anyways, this particular lady that day came to this activity holding very close to her daughter's arm, and she was not going to participate. She really wanted to leave. Well, it's almost with the first note, when she heard it, she got up, she's dancing, she's singing, and she never wanted to sit down. At the end of the event, she really told her daughter, she said, we have to go now. And she said, can I come again tomorrow? Well, we're not there daily. You know, we're there maybe every other week or so. But since that time, though, her daughter, this older lady, has become very active, and she goes to all their activities now. And, you know, it's not a funny story, but it's a good story.
Yeah, it's good that she was, like, motivated to participate.
Exactly, you know, and now she sees this, oh, honey, when are you going to be back, you know? So it's very rewarding.
That's awesome. So what has the response been from your seniors and staff members that have participated in your events?
Well, a lot of times they're very, well, I'm not going to play, or I'm not going to do, I'll just sit and watch. But, you know, before long, oh, come on up here, come on up here. And usually I always have whoever the entertainer is at that time. And these entertainers are people that willingly and voluntarily give their time. They donate their time, you know, and we're very blessed with a lot of family members that have talent and very close friends. But so when the seniors there, we'll usually have, I'll say, play the hokey pokey, because that means I have to get up there too, right? And you know, these people want to get up there. They do want to participate. They do want to get up there and have fun. And so they soon before they get involved. And they had their favorite activities, because like I said, we do have a list of activities that we do, and they all have their favorites, you know. But it's, there again, they're having a great time, and we're just blessed to see them enjoying themselves.
Of course.
Yeah.
So what's a typical day like for you?
There is no typical day. There is no typical day. I mean, you never know exactly what the day is going to hold for you. My personal typical day, I start out making sure that our caregivers are all at their places, and we do have a system where we know within 5 minutes that they have not arrived on time. And it's not only for the safety of our client, but it's for the safety of our caregivers, because we know we've had a bad winter, and our ladies and gentlemen, they've had some bad roads to travel on, and some of them travel 35 to 45 minutes to get to their client's home. So we always make sure everybody's in place for the day, and we're always in constant contact in the day with our families of our different clients. We're interviewing throughout the day for new caregivers, you know, that people have showed interest in coming in to be part of our team. We are constantly trying to educate ourselves, get more informed what's out there, and for our resources so we can help our families. I have one precious little lady that I personally do her shopping for her once a week, because she's totally house, you know, bound. And, you know, so it's a variety of activities every single day. And then sometimes we're out, doing our activities and entertaining people.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side too, that I'm out there marketing, going to other churches, going to the community centers, talking to discharge planners at nursing homes and the hospitals.
All right, okay. So tell me about some of the rewards that go along with being part of the Enriched Life Home Care and part of the home care industry.
Well, I have one particular story that comes to mind immediately. We had this family that contacted us, and their mother had been in the hospital, and then she was in rehab for quite a period of time. And they so bad wanted to get their mother back into the home. And they did not know or think that was going to be possible. And their mother wanted to be in the home. And it's, people just do better in their own surroundings. They're happier. They want to be in their own home. And so they did contact us. And after they were interviewing with us and find out what their possibilities and what their ability was to have their mother in their home, and that we were able to assist them with knowledge and help them to bring her into her home. That was so rewarding, because the client herself was just, the minute she walks in her door, she's feeling better. She still has her other needs, but emotionally and mentally, she just felt so much better. And she was comfortable sleeping in it was her own bed, it was a hospital bed in her home, but getting her own home cooking that our caregiver could do, that is such a reward when you can help families be able to help their loved ones stay in their home.
Of course, of course. So what are the top qualities you look for when hiring a caregiver?
Well, when you're looking for a caregiver, a lot goes into it. Of course, you want to, their qualifications. And some of the qualifications, we look at their resume when they first send that into us, and we review that as a team. And then we look for, are they licensed, certified CNA? Are they at MA? Are they at LPN? We look at the years of experience they've had, because it's a unique thing coming into someone's home and taking care of them. And we look at the years of experience they've had in home care. We look at see what type of qualifications they have that way. And then after looking at their resume and looking with their qualifications, then we will ask them to come in for an interview. And after the interview, one of the first things is that appearance. How do they present themselves when they come for an interview? How do they look at you? Are they punctual when they come to the interview? Or do they call and, which it's nice if they call and say they're running late, because things do happen. But we do look for the punctuality on their appointments. And then when talking to them, we look at personality. We look at their confidence. We look at them as a whole person. Those are very, very important. And then when talking to individuals, it's very important, what are their motives? What are their motives for this job? Is it a job, or is it because they're compassionate, they're caring? Are they going to have a good understanding of what this family is going through, what the client is going through? And then as we proceed with another interview, after we talk about this as a team, we have them come back in, then we talk to them about what do they like to do? What kind of games do they like to play? Find out what type of sports they like, because when matching up a caregiver with a client, it's very important that, just like if you like baseball and you get somebody that cannot stand baseball, it might not be such a good fit, especially going to the baseball season, right?
Yeah.
Because it's very important that the client and the caregivers has things in common. But along with all that, it's a whole package. And it's very important that we take all that together to make this fit for our clients.
All right. So what training or degrees are necessary to start in this field?
Well, they all need to be either a certified nurse's assistant or a medical assistant or a licensed practical nurse.
Okay. So what are some of the biggest challenges you face in this business?
I think one of the biggest challenges that for us is the fact when families and their loved ones, when sometimes they entrust themselves, or they look for non-professional companies or people that are non-professional. Because when you're having someone to come and take care of your loved one, there's a big trust factor there. And often people don't realize, I think, as seeking someone to come into their home, I don't think they realize the importance of having somebody that is licensed, that's been, they're insured, they're licensed, they're bonded, they're paying workman's comp. What type of experience does this person have? Because truly when you have someone to come into your home, and us as a professional company, we do extensive criminal background checks on our caregivers. And we do make sure these people, they're licensed and insured through the state of Michigan with their cards. And these are things that are very important, and it's just when you talk to family people and they don't realize the importance of having somebody that you can entrust and feel comfortable entrusting this person into your home, into your family.
So what makes Enriched Life Home Care Services so different and unique from other home care agencies?
Well, through our varying years of experience, we're all very compassionate, and it's not a job to us. It's definitely, if you will, we are a Christian-based company, and it's like a ministry to us. We do it out of love, and we do it because we just care about people. We care about their well-being. We care about what they're going through. We never hire or have a caregiver. We would never send into a home that we wouldn't have our own parents have them as a caregiver. So we're very passionate about that. We also have what we call the family portal, which if a family member lives out of state, or they're not able to keep just in touch maybe some daily, they can go on a secure site through our website, and they can at any time find out what's being done for their loved one. And they can also leave us notes on there if they would go, well, you know what, my mom has really been wanting chicken noodle soup, homemade chicken noodle soup, if you will. And so they could leave that note for the caregiver, would see that, and that we would be able to provide that for their mother. So, sometimes there's loved ones that live out of state and they just can't be in touch all the time. So by having this portal web available, I think that's very, very unique for the family. And there's no other charge for that. It just comes part with us taking care of their loved ones. And it is secure. It's a very secure site. We are 24/7 as our phones open. And I can tell you 24/7 because I've gotten phone calls that a caregiver might call because they have a concern about something. Or a client, maybe they're in a different time zone, their client's family member, and they can call, and they do. And we appreciate that because that's what it's all about. So we're very, very connected with our clients and their families all the time.
Good. Well, I'm so glad you have such a passion for this.
Oh, we do. It's wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And thanks to all of you at home for watching. This program is brought to you by the Highland White Lake Business Association and is provided by Lakeland High School Video Production Classes. Now, get back to business.